Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. Just want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. And on the topic of giving back, thought it would be appropriate to share this video. Yesterday, I was up in Fargo, North Dakota to cover the 18th annual RDO Taters for Charity event at the Delta Hotel by Marriott. And boy, I tell you, what a fun day. This event was started by RDO Equipment Company and RDO Company 18 years ago to benefit a local charity every year, and they've raised over $500,000. And what it is, folks pay $8, they get a ticket, they come to the event, and RDO Company, of course, one of the largest potato growers in the world, they bring in 1 pound potatoes from their farm in O'Neill, Nebraska, and they serve them with all the fixings, every kind of fixing you can imagine. And again, all the money, the proceeds, go to benefit a local charity. This year it was CCRI, and it was great fun to talk to the people yesterday. Even got a chance to visit with company president or founder Ron Offit and his daughter Christy Offit, the CEO. Great folks. And I tell you what, there's so much crap in the news these days that to be able to shine the light on good people giving back to help others, that's what it's all about. So hope you enjoy the video. Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. I'm up in Fargo, North Dakota. Been really looking forward to this event. A very unique giving back opportunity here with RDO Equipment, and I'm here with Lindsay Paulson, a public relations specialist with RDO Equipment. Lindsay?
Yes.
Great to be up here, and tell us about today's event, RDO Taters for Charity, is that right?
Correct, you got it right. RDO Taters for Charity. This is our 18th year. It's a potato luncheon and more is what I like to call it. So RDO Equipment Company and RDO Company have been putting on this event for 18 years.
Okay.
The focus is a potato luncheon, so every guest receives a 1 pound baked potato, a choice of toppings,
Wait a
a
minute
beverage.
now. A 1 pound baked potato?
We call them pound potatoes because they actually weigh a full pound. They're big.
That's a big potato.
It is a big potato, yes. And different toppings, so you can choose whatever you want to put on your potato.
Okay.
A beverage and a dessert. And the and more part comes, we have a raffle, you can win door prizes, you can buy bagged potatoes, and this year it's perfect because it's Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
So there's just a lot of ways that you can support the event, and the best part is 100% of the proceeds go to our charity that we partner with every year. And this year that charity is CCRI.
Okay, and what is CCRI?
CCRI is a local organization that supports adults and children with disabilities. They provide activities, enrichment, just helping people live fulfilling lives in the community.
And you guys, every year with the event, you have a different local charity?
We do. It's different, but it's really fun for us as committee members, especially because we get to learn about a lot of different charities in the community. You know, find out about their missions and just get kind of a connection to them, and a lot of times that lasts long after, and we stay close to them. So,
and the way the Fargo-Moorhead area has been growing over the last decade, there must be a lot of different needs for the community as you grow.
Absolutely. And I think over the past 17 years, we've worked with at least almost a dozen charities, and we've been able to give back more than $500,000.
Over $500,000?
Yes.
Wow. How does that make you feel, or the RDO employees feel, to be a part of that, to give back like that?
I think it's great how the community supports us year after year. You know, we get support from our manufacturing partners, different local businesses help sponsor the event. There's people attend the event every year. It's just always amazing to me that we get as much community support year after year.
And roughly how many baked potatoes will you guys distribute today?
We are planning for a good 3,000.
Wow.
Yes.
And I understand there was a record set last year. Is
last
that correct?
year we ended up selling out our event, so we had a little over 3,000 served between our takeout and our dining room options.
So you actually have takeout?
We do. So if you're unable to come to the event, you can get your potato to go. A lot of local businesses will order you know,
Sure.
dozens and dozens of lunches and bring them back to their employees to help support the event.
And is it $8 a ticket?
It is $8 a ticket,
okay,
$10 for raffle tickets, and it all goes back to the charity.
And again, so this is the 18th year.
Correct.
RDO caters Taters for charity. How did it start, or why did it start?
So the story goes, and this is before my time, but the story goes that our leadership team at RDO is very focused on community giving. All of the volunteers, or all of our employees, are given community time. We can volunteer throughout the year at other events. So the story goes that our leadership team challenged our employees to come up with an event that we would hold that gave back to the community. And it has been going ever since. The first event served 750 people. So still a pretty good event back in 2000.
But the company actually gives you as an employee your time at your discretion to... Wow.
So every employee gets 8 hours of time that they can use to volunteer for organizations that matter to them, that they're connected to, or just to get out there in the community and be helping out.
So how did that feel when you were coming into the organization, knowing that the organization had that heart? That had to mean something.
I've never worked for a company that did something like that, so it was a pretty exciting thing to be a part of and to keep doing year after year.
Right. Well, Lindsay, I've been noticing just a flurry of activity down and around the corner here. We'll go look at it, folks. But how many RDO equipment employees are volunteering in the event?
We'll have close to 200 today.
Of your own people?
Yes, and then the rest of that is made up by the charity. They have a lot of people volunteering with us today as well. So
anybody we see with a white shirt?
Or a black shirt is an RDO team member.
And this little guy?
Tommy Tater. He's our mascot. He's our pal. He's here at every event, and he will be making an appearance later.
Oh, seriously?
You might need to be on the lookout for him.
Can I get a machine repeat? Well, I don't know if I can interview Tommy Tater, but...
Probably. He might wave at you.
Photo op?
Yeah, photo op, definitely. We visit our photo booth with Tommy Tater.
Well, Lindsay, thank you for facilitating and filling me in on all this great information. And just a hats off and thank you to RDO for what you guys are doing, giving back. That's fantastic.
Thank you for coming. We're excited you're here.
You bet.
Thanks.
3 times at the plantation, 3 times at the bay, 6, and then 4 other courses.
Is the plantation or the water?
No.
No, okay. Just went no state time.
It was fun. It's a
So is it true the buffalo chicken is very hot?
It's very mild.
It's mild.
Very mild.
This is a new topping.
Yes,
It's
it
very
is.
popular today.
It is. I just started serving it. So, but I ate some and it was good.
It was good. All right.
It was I had some too. It was delicious.
I've just been trying to keep them from like grabbing it. Because we want one to be leave for toppings. Alright, well you can either take them. Somebody's taking cheese. Okay, so then you can take bacon.
How many Scandinavians are opting for the salsa today?
We actually have had quite a bit of salsa. This is my second container and it's half empty. So
Very good.
we're doing good. You must be Machinery B.
Yes.
Good
You
to
guys
see
are doing
you.
a great job.
Thank you. Thanks. Salsa?
A lot of cookies with the baked potatoes today.
Yes, everyone wants a cookie for dessert.
It's a perfect way to top off that baked potato.
Hey folks, really a treat here. We found Ron Offit and daughter Christy, CEO of RDO Equipment. And guys, it has been so fun to be up here today. Tell us how this event started back 18 years ago.
Do you want to go? You know, I actually am not sure how it started, Greg. It's been too long ago to remember exactly how it started. But we've got a community responsibility committee that's made up of team members, and we empower them to come up with ideas and events to support the local community. And so the genesis was with the community responsibility committee 18 years ago.
Giving back has always been important to RDO?
Absolutely. We consider the communities we do business in as one of our primary stakeholders in the organization. So we encourage lots of volunteer and giving back to the communities.
That's awesome. And I noticed a lot of smiles on the RDO folks' faces today when they're serving people, and it seems like they've really taken ownership of the event, and it means something to them.
Absolutely, yeah. The camaraderie and the team, and there's a lot of pride with the team members on supporting the great charitable giving that we do. With the
Ron, do you remember like the first event, how this started?
Like Christy said, it came out of the Community Responsibility Committee, and they took it and ran with it. And I think I know when it started, I felt like it was a 1 or 2 year event, and that's 18 years ago. I thought it was 20, but
It's got to make you guys feel, I mean, pretty proud to see what it has evolved into. And giving back, you've raised over $500,000 for your local charities. Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
I think the first year they only raised like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's come a long way since.
A long-term vision.
Great support.
With the business you've built, I mean, Ron, the long-term vision has to be a key to success. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And by the way, hats off. You guys are coming up on your 50-year anniversary. Is that this spring?
April 1st.
April 1st. 50 years for RDO equipment.
Yeah.
First store was
Castleton, North Dakota.
Castleton. And what do you remember about those days, Pop?
Well, I remember that I didn't know anything about the business when I started. And it's been a journey, and having Christy and the family involved in our business has just made it great.
Right. Yeah, being able to work with the next generation, that's kind of a special treat, isn't it?
It is.
Very, very cool. Well, I just wanted to say on behalf of the community and everyone you're benefiting, thank you for what you guys have done here and giving back. I think it's a great example. And also, giving your employees the time to donate to local charities. What was the genesis of that, making that part of working for RDO equipment?
The gift of time?
Yeah.
It was just dialogue that we were having with the team members, and it's important. We, for a number of years, over a couple of decades now, we allocate a certain dollar amount to each team member to give every year, and with the request to also be able to give the gift of time. And so we implemented that as part of our community give back program, I think about 5 years now.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from your employees since they've been able to do this?
People love the opportunity. I've been so impressed with the number of team members that want to volunteer their time for their communities that they live in.
Well, that's a great example. And again, just thank you for what you guys are doing. And did you already have your baked potato?
No,
not yet.
No.
Starving.
And Christy, I got to ask you now. I know you were working the line there with
I was working the line.
with the takeout.
Shift. Yes.
And in particular, we have a new topping this year, which is what?
The buffalo chicken. It's been a hit.
Now,
some people are missing the broccoli cheese, but
okay.
Buffalo chicken has been
I'm a Scandinavian boy, a Norwegian boy. How are Scandinavians up? Are they embracing the buffalo
There's
chicken?
a lot of questions about how spicy it is.
I see a lot of smiles out there, though.
Yes, we're going to give feedback. Mild with a little bit of a kick.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks again, guys. Real treat to visit with you. And again, hats off for what you're doing here.
Thank you so much.
Hey folks, I'm here with Jody Hudson and Shannon Bach with CCRI, this year's designated charity. And you guys are located, is it Moorhead?
Fargo, Moorhead area? Okay.
Yep, Moorhead, Minnesota.
And Jody, you are the development director?
I am.
And Shannon, you're the executive director?
Correct.
Okay, guys, tell us about CCRI.
We have the opportunity every day to support more than 450 kids and adults in our community.
Okay.
So our organization is state and federal funded. So what we are able to do with that is provide basic care to our folks, but we believe in doing so much more than that. So we work on providing lots of life-enhancing activities for the people in our community so that they can live their best lives possible.
Going beyond basic.
Yes, very much beyond the basics.
Okay, so tell us about the different programs that you guys have, the variety of things that you're doing for people.
We have, program-wise, we have 35 homes in our community. And
35
homes that we run and operate in our community, and we staff those on a 24/7 basis to take care of those folks. And then we also have the opportunity to go into 275 other family or individual homes to provide support as well. So that's at the core of what we do with our folks. Programming outside of that, all the fun things, I'm going to let Jody talk about that a little bit.
And Jody, we visited a little bit earlier that some of the different programs such as technology and mental health. Why don't you talk a little bit about those programs you guys
Sure, we have a technology program called Independent by Design, and it really is just that. So basically people are able to live as independently as possible, and they're monitored via sensors. So for an example, if somebody needs to take a medication at noon and it's 12:08 and the door hasn't gone off, then the sensor will alert one of our caregivers who's sitting there for 24 hours. They can give a phone call and say, hey. So not only with that, but there's also window sensors, bed sensors to make sure people are getting up in time to go to work.
What kind of feedback are you getting from the folks involved and families with that program?
It's been wonderful feedback that we've got from them. Those folks, if they weren't able to be supported that way, they'd be in service with a staff person 24/7. And what our people really want is to be independent.
Sure.
And they feel so much more independent when they don't have to have someone looking over their shoulder all the time. And then to the benefit to the taxpayers, the cost is a third of what it would be if they were in the 24/7.
Now, it must have been a significant investment for CCRI to be able to do that technology.
We were able to do it with partners.
Partners, okay.
Yep. The United Way of Casclay helped fund us, as well as the Bremer Foundation, so we were able to kick it off a few years ago.
And tell me now, Jody, again, you talked a little bit before about the mental health and the growing needs there. Talk about what CCRI does.
Well, we have a growing mental health program that serves how many people?
About 160 each year.
Wow. Okay.
So, and getting people as stable as they can so they can get their life back together and get a job.
Are needs growing on that front?
It seems that needs are growing, yes. So the program's meant to be short-term, whereas folks may be in it for 3 to 6 months.
Sure.
And sometimes we watch folks graduate from the program, so to speak, and then come back to us a little while later too. But the program's very much a necessity in our community. Without a program like ours, people end up in emergency rooms or on hospital stays. So also it's a huge benefit to the community and the taxpayers as well.
Right.
Exactly.
And Shannon, the CCRI organization goes back how long?
40 years. We're celebrating 40 years this year, so it's a pretty incredible year for us. Thank you.
That's fantastic. And how about now being involved with this event? I mean, talk about that. A company like RDO putting this on and helping you guys with the funds.
RDO and CCRI have had a long partnership, so they have been supportive of our Camp Hero, which stands for Helping Everyone Remove Obstacles. So that's been fabulous. They also are supporters of our Adaptive Softball League. So when we found out that we were the chosen charity this year, we did cartwheels down the hall.
Literally.
That's awesome.
It's pretty exciting, and it will make such a difference for the people that we serve. As Shannon had mentioned, all the basics are covered, but there's nothing basic about any of the people that we support. So
and I would imagine with all the people, 3,000 plus people flowing through, just a chance to learn more about CCRI can be really valuable, Shannon.
Yep, definitely. We one of our greatest missions is to share the word of what we do. So many times, unless people have a family member that has a disability, they don't understand who we are and what we do. So it's so great when we can be out in the community and really showcasing that and showing the good work that's happening every single day.
Well, guys, thank you for telling us about CCRI. Now, if folks want more information, what is your website?
Creativecare.org.
Creativecare.org. Okay, well, enjoy the day. You guys are doing a great job greeting here, and hats off for what you guys are doing and giving back, making a difference. That's awesome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.